I don't work for these companies, but I will shill for them. I hate seeing them get gadooshed. These companies and devs aren't built for this kind of relentless gadooshing. All of their feelings are extremely fragile like mine, and I'd hate to see everyone have to up their medication doses and therapy sessions again, or, God forbid, remove our ideology from these games. Well, life was great, and now it sucks. It sucks, and I'm depressed. I'm depressed, and I have anxiety. I'm depressed, I have anxiety, and I take no responsibility for it. I did nothing to deserve this. That being said, it's all a certain someone's fault. And do you know who that certain someone is? I'm sure you can guess it. Ding ding, it's Asmongold. I think things were going pretty perfect until Asmongold and his entourage of baldies came around. Life was perfect. AAA gaming was perfect. My self-esteem was perfect. My sense of unchecked power was perfect. And then, here comes Asmongold with his critiques and his freaking opinions. Now, we can't run roughshod over the internet anymore, and it seems like Asmongold and his gang of passionate gamers are so passionate about holding us accountable. Can you believe this guy? He literally thinks he can just log on and give his opinion on video games and politics that disagree with ours. Don't act like anyone actually likes video games. That's all made up. The only reason that video games exist is so we can spread our new religion. Christianity? Boo. Who wants someone boring like Jesus, who thinks that loving our enemies is something special or good, when you can just worship our journalists and our game devs? Like, Alyssa Mercanti, who has more thunderous clapbacks than Zeus, and fights the patriarchy like a rabid dog. Or David Jaffe, who created God of War. Ever heard of it? Yeah, well, he's one of the very few who understands that Dragon Age the Veilguard is one of the best games of the year. And he understands that the majority of gamers are wrong. Some people on YouTube have the audacity to say that the only reason people aren't praising it is because no one seems to like it. Well, no one that hasn't received money from the company, but David can see through all that. He knows that it's all the YouTubers' fault. Just like the elections were all Joe Rogan's fault. It couldn't have been because the general public is nauseated by having the same woke slop crammed into their windpipes on a daily basis. It's only because YouTubers are pointing out the fact that it's happening. If Asmongold just stopped today, then people might forget that better narratives and gameplay are possible. And they would just shower us with praise that we deserve. We shouldn't have to compete. Competing is for chads. We need to have the silver spoon treatment like the little princesses that we are. We are like royalty, unlike you-know-who. Like, bro, shut up. You need to work somewhere like Polygon, PC Gamer, or IGN for your voice to matter at all. Do you know how high all of their IQs have to be to work there? Like, according to them, much higher than Elon Musk's, and he builds rockets. So yeah, let that sink in, idiot. Are you smarter than the people that are smarter than the guy that builds rockets? I don't think so. If you aren't a journalist, especially in America, you shouldn't be allowed to speak. Do you think Kotaku worked so hard to brainwash people for years with their opinions with no pushback, just to have someone who hasn't bent over for corporations to override them? It's bad enough that he won't go outside of his home and accept the mind virus, but now he's encouraging other people to avoid it too? Why is he trying to be a savior of free thought? Does he think he's Superman? Probably does. Just another privileged white hero that no one asked for. Has his butt suffered at the thrust of our corpo overlords as much as ours has? Our butts are unrecognizable now, and no one cares, do they? Nope, don't think so. Doesn't sound qualified to me. We've been stuffing our butts like Thanksgiving turkeys in order to win the approval of our corporate fathers and mentally ill supporters. And now we have people trying to mess it up. Before Asmon started to critique games, we used to have unity. Okay, well, Maybe it was a forced unity because we were easily paid off and would, just banshee screech every dissenting opinion off of the internet. But still, we used to hold the infinity gauntlet of cancellation. The power trip was something that made us feel unstoppable. Oh, I miss it so much. If you annoyed us, sucks for you. You're fired. Don't care about your family or your children. You don't agree with us, you don't deserve to eat. Your jobs and livelihoods are equivalent to crap. Our jobs and livelihoods are precious, like diamonds. Well, if diamonds were the product of extreme mental illness and cracked under the slightest bit of heat, okay, maybe not diamonds, but something else that's special. Do you know how amazing it used to be to have the internet under our thumb? We could summon a herd of donkeys to trample every little incel that tried to fight the narrative with the support of social media, all the social media platforms, and now Elon comes in like a beast tamer, sicking the YouTubers on us, and now we're all expected to actually use our brains and debate with logic. That's the definition of unfair. We can't allow Asmon to continue to exercise his free speech because it's making us look dumb, and I won't stand for it. I don't work for these companies, but I will shill for them. I hate seeing them get gadooshed. These companies and devs aren't built for this kind of relentless gadooshing. All of their feelings are extremely fragile like mine, and I'd hate to see everyone have to up their medication doses and therapy sessions again, or, God forbid, remove our ideology from these games. To be honest, Dragon Age the Veilguard was the perfect Trojan horse to shove the trans agenda into everyone's mouths. It was going to be perfect because everyone loves that series. They already have a built-in audience. We could have used their love for the dark fantasy game of old to trick them into running foot first into an LGBTQ plus landmine. They wouldn't have known what hit them. We needed them to believe that they were getting a dark fantasy while we slithered in our circus clown show. And we almost got away with it too, but nope, here comes Asmongold and his fellow YouTube friends with a critique. He showed people what the game actually is like. What the heck? He's making people aware. I'm sick of it. This should be illegal. If we break the law in the name of DEI, it's fine. But if Asmon points it out, he should go to jail. Or at least get banned. The only person that deserves immunity is Hassan. Because he's hot and we stan. And what makes Asmon so special? Why isn't he attracted to our character design of shaved heads, meatball builds, and homely facial features? Here's some basic morality for you morons. In gaming, you're allowed to fantasize about your strength, ability to use magic, fly, transform into animals, teleport anywhere instantly, but you cannot fantasize about looking attractive. That's just messed up. Seriously, too far. Do you even see how Asmon looks at attractive women? You can see it in his face how much he likes them. If he continues on this toxic path, all of his millions of fans are going to start desiring pretty women. And then we can't stuff our games full of uggos and psyop the men that we hate into finding us dateable. Can we just stroke our egos publicly and brainwash children in peace anymore? Unbelievable. He needs to stop talking about politics too. Only Hassan is smart enough to do that. No one even comes close to being as qualified as Hassan. Asmon needs to pick up his cross and bear the sins of the Twitch adpocalypse too. Because there's no way that we'll let the golden boy Piker take any blame at all. We must protect him at all costs. He's worth the livelihoods of every worthless little small streamer. Burn it all down. We don't care. As long as Hassan is left standing and Asmon is banned. Also, Asmon, don't complain about your mental health. Clean your room again, put down the soda, and zip it. We are the real mental ill patients, okay? Stop trying to steal our thunder. It's problematic. Trying to take the sympathy that we deserve is honestly pathetic. Grow up. You're traumatizing me. It's hard reliving the trauma through this video even. I need to text my therapist. Please leave a heart in the comments so I don't hyperventilate and die.